music fades, I twist the knob, the shack comes alive, this is my job. LEDs glow, antennas high, another night beneath the sky. I'm calling out, hear that tone, across the globe I'm not alone. The net's alive and I'm checking in, let the conversation begin. We're at the Amateur Radio Roundtable, we're all plugged in, solid and stable. W5KUB's calling loud and proud, spinning stories through the static cloud. From KW5GP to WI7BG, we're rocking the bands wild and free. Hey, Glenn's got mods on a breadboard bass, Brett's breaking news from a distant place. Tom's at the helm like a seasoned vet, streaming it live on the internet. Antenna swing, the skip is long, we're singing the ham radio song. Spin that dial, let's catch some heat, 40 meters never felt so sweet. But at the Amateur Radio Roundtable, with coax lines and power cables, Deeks, Patricians, QSLs, we got more ham than a southern belle. From KW5GP to WI7BG, we're working the world wild and free. Well, yeah, rockin' worldwide. Mic in hand and a call sign, pride. Oh, yeah, the Amateur Radio Roundtable, story strong and signal stable. So key it up and call your name in this wild RF Hall of Fame. From KW5GP to you and me, we're having hard 7 to 3.
All right, that's enough of that right now. Let's get started. We got a long, big show tonight, so you might as well go get you one of those energy drinks right now, because we're going to be here for a while. Hey, okay, so you're listening to or watching Amateur Radio Roundtable, a show about ham radio, amateur radio, and shortwave. You may be out there listening on shortwave WBCQ. You can join our show on Tuesday nights just by going to W5KUB.com at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and you can join us in the chat room and join us in video also, if you will. I don't know where you are tonight. We're broadcasting on X.com, on Facebook, our Facebook group of 14,000, and also on YouTube. So I don't know where you're watching tonight. You may be watching on W5KUB. I don't know. But anyway, hit the subscribe button. If there's a subscribe button out there, please hit that. That helps us out a whole lot. Hit the notify button. Hit the like button if you can. It really helps us out a whole lot there. So tonight, what I would like to do... Oh, let me also invite you to our Facebook group. We've got over 14,000 people in our group. And that group is called Amateur Radio Roundtable, but that's just too much to type. If you'll just type in the search bar on Facebook, if you'll just type in W5KUB, it'll take you to the same place. So do that. Join us. We'll be glad to have you there. We'd love to have you. Hey, tonight we're going to talk about Bill. Bill's with us tonight, Bill Brown, master of high-altitude balloons. And he is going to, he's got a video of a Pico balloon launch he did at noon on Saturday from the Hamfest. And let's see, we're going to talk a lot about Hamfest tonight, Huntsville Hamfest tonight. I want to see what Glenn and maybe Bill and Brett got. I'll show you what I got. And then we'll go into a walk around. I did a full walk around of all the used vendors and also the new vendors. So we're going to do that. Now that video is about an hour long, so you may get a little tired or sleepy. Again, get you a drink here. Just to grease the skids, I'll show you one of the items I got me while I was there. I picked me up another flashlight. I picked me up a flashlight here, and what I plan to do with this is put me a Batman cover on here. Now I'm going to try to put it on buildings and on clouds. I don't know if that'll work or not, but if that works, we'll surely let you know there. And I got some other little things here too, man. Look at this little thing I got right here, man. Let me turn it on, and let's see, it's on now, and it's got a light in it, a light there. It's got a light at the front end, but it's interesting. It's got another button here, and if you press this button, look what it does. It's actually a little miniature stun gun, man, and
You don't want to keep that in your pocket and hit that button.
yeah, hit that right there and hit the wrong button, man. That's pretty bad, man. Cool, man. Anyway, okay.
Spark gap transmitter.
Yeah, that's a spark gap. Let me see. It might
Yeah.
blow my camera out. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, wrong button. Yep, wrong button. Turn the flashlight on. Yep, turn the other light on. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Okay. Here's the one I want right here. Oh well. Okay.
Ouch.
Anyway, I've got several things I brought back. I'll show you. It's kind of interesting. They didn't spend a lot of money, but it was fun being here and looking at all this stuff. I'll go over a couple more things I got here in a few minutes. Let's jump in here real quick to Brett. Brett, what do you come back with? You buy anything?
Oh yeah, I bought a few different things.
Who's coming from Brett?
A lot of small items, and then one substantial one. Also had some good barbecue.
Yeah.
On the way up to Montesano, I discovered this place called Ted's Barbecue, which has really good Southern barbecue. You can just look at those beans; they had a ton of meat in them. They were really good, and had a lot of fun. I went to the Pota party up on Montesano, which was tremendous fun. And after I ate breakfast tacos, and then the beans and the burgers and the brats that were up there. Then I went down to the Hamfest. The major item that I bought at the Hamfest was an IC 2730A VHF UHF transceiver. And the reason why I bought that was because I have an Anytone right now, which attached to my antenna on my house, and it keeps on breaking squelch when there's no signal there. And I'm not sure why that is. Apparently it's not good enough at recognizing when there's really a tone there. So I understand the ICOM's much better, so I got that instead, and I got a very good price on it in the flea market.
Well, that's cool.
I also just bought a few random adapters and other things that were, that are going to turn out to be very handy. I entered the raffle and didn't win a single thing. Tom and Joe Eisenberg, as usual, got many wins, and I got zero. I guess I need to learn. I need to learn more of the secrets because I'm just not as good at it as they are.
Well, I'm real disappointed. I won 5 prizes on on Saturday, and they didn't call my name not a single time on Sunday. I don't know, something was wrong.
Tom, I bought 150 tickets and I didn't win a thing, but I do have 150 nice note cards.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about there. Yep, yeah.
So that'll keep me in note cards for a while.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Now, Glenn is talking, but nothing's coming through. Glenn, say something. Why are we not hearing Glenn?
No.
See, one of the problems
Now,
is I talked to him.
he must have had himself muted.
I talked to a number of people that had bought, each of them had bought 150 tickets.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my 150 tickets, and it's just like one ticket because everybody's doing the big batch,
Yeah.
the big brick.
Have you noticed that Glenn is playing with us there? He's moving his lips, but he's not talking. I don't know why he's doing that. All right, the show's over, man. Unmute your
Heat
mic.
exhaustion, probably.
Unmute your mic.
Okay.
There he is. Now it's unmuted. Now see, that is not the app doing that. He had himself muted.
On purpose, yes.
That's right. Well, Okay.
But yeah, my note.
It's not your turn to talk yet. We're still with Brett. Brett, then we're going to go to Bill. Go ahead, Brett. Anything else?
Yes. Well, what else? There was the Huntsville weather. When I came down from the mountain, there was a torrential rainstorm that flooded all over the place. Also, put a bunch of water, huge amount of water, through even the closed window into my hotel room. And it was, I have videos showing the torrential rain as well. It was quite a dramatic storm. Alabama was hot and muggy, which isn't unusual for August, but it was especially hot and muggy this year. But it was an enjoyable trip. I had a lot of fun at the Hamfest, went to a lot of good sessions, met a lot of fantastic people. It was great fun.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What is going on here?
Ed says he wants a raise.
Now, I don't know about that.
Yeah, you can give him a 50%
Try,
raise.
Glenn, try that one more time. Glenn, try that one more time. Try it again. I want to see what.
Oops.
All right. Well,
Now you see him, now you don't.
that's right. Well, man, hey, it sounds like you had a good time there, and we did too. Man, we walked and walked and walked. I think there was more stuff to see there this year. I don't know, man. Oh, gee, it was tiring, believe me. But at least we were cool and inside, out of the rain, out of the humidity, out of the heat. Well, Glenn, what did you bring anything back?
Is it my turn to talk now?
I'll let you talk for a little bit. Go ahead.
I really didn't buy a whole lot, just a bunch of little odds and ends. I did my forum there Saturday morning. That went over real well. And I prowled that flea market area, but I just couldn't convince myself that I had to have something. Although there were some really nice Collins rigs there.
Yeah.
And this guy had this huge modulation transformer. That thing must have weighed 200 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was free, and he had it on a little cart. But I'm just like, how am I going to lift this into the trunk of my car?
Well, I can show you how to lift it. One of my best finds there was right here.
Yeah.
Let me show you. That was one of my best finds.
Yeah, he had two of them.
Yeah, and pretty good price there. And I've got a lot of.
One of them.
Yeah.
One of them was already gone by Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of, or not a lot, but some ham friends from back in my early days that use pole pigs like that to power their amplifiers. And they, of course, they take the transformer out. It's pretty small. It's a lot smaller, of course. If it's a 4,000 volt primary, you can put 120 volts in across the 240 volt, and you can get 2,000 volts out easy. Or you can get 4,000 volts. You can get various combinations out of it. And, the interesting thing was he had that transformer under his, this guy, everything was built in the open, like pine board days. And he had his transformer sitting on the floor, and he had 8 kids, ranged from about 3 to about 17, man. And they were all barefoot, running around in there and crawling under the tables and all that stuff. I'm thinking, man, gee whiz, don't get close to the transformer there. But anyway, I thought that was probably one of the best picks right there.
It's the first time I've ever seen one of those at a Hamfest. But
Yeah.
unlike everybody else, I actually did win a door prize. But interestingly enough, it was not a drawing prize. It was one of those that you sign up for at a booth. I won myself 2 free tickets to Dayton Hamfest.
All right,
So
cool, man.
That was kind of cool.
That's cool.
And yeah, but they had a little drawing there at their booth, and it's like, they called me, and I saw Ohio on the phone, and I'm like, why am I getting a spam call from Ohio? And they said, come on over to the booth. You just won 2 tickets. So that was a lot of fun.
Now, is that the 2 tickets I traded with you?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Once I got them, we realized that the Orlando tickets that you won was more beneficial to me, and the Dayton tickets would probably be more beneficial to you and Hambot to give out at a show.
Yeah, we'll be giving those Dayton tickets out on a show here as a prize one night. Okay, anything else?
Not that I can think of. Like I said, I just kind of prowled the whole thing and really didn't spend a lot of money. And oh man,
Yeah.
let me tell you what, the hospitality room and the after hours discussions and everything, those were a blast. We had a great time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, look, I know you didn't spend much money, but there was several tables that had a lot of computers on them. I wish you'd bought you a good
Yes.
computer there. All right,
Oh.
let's go down to Bill. See what Bill, I know you bought was it a 45 record player or something? I don't know.
I did. We did. We bought a 1950 something 45. It'll only play 45s. It won't play the LPs. And it came with a dozen old classics. So we've got some really cool music going on. It has great audio quality, and it's all tubes, and it's really looks beautiful. And I also got a POTA pole. It's a big tripod and a 33-foot carbon fiber mast that folds down to 3 foot, and it weighs just about 2 or 3 pounds. But if you want to put an antenna up and have it stay up there when you're operating Parks on the Air or Field Day, it's perfect for that, because you can get yourself an inverted V up pretty quick, 33 feet high. And it's got a little slot on the top section to run a wire through it, so and attach things to. So I was pretty happy to get that.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Got some digital television equipment that some people were selling, and I was quite amazed at just how crowded the flea market was. I don't think there was a single table left at the flea market. And the commercial booths, I didn't see an empty booth there either. So it was a full up Hamfest, and quite a crowd.
Actually, there was one more thing. They had to open the doors 10 minutes earlier because of the fire marshal said the crowd outside was too big.
Wow.
Oh, I've never heard that before. Yeah.
Well, I had trouble parking on Saturday. I had to park across the street where it said no parking, and fortunately no one towed my van away, but people were just roaming around like sharks looking for parking places at the Embassy Suites.
All right.
But a beautiful weather. By the way, Brett, about that humidity, when you move to northern Alabama, one of the perks and benefits that we get is free sauna baths during the summer. Some people pay big money for that.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I guess if you consider that to be a benefit, I moved to Wyoming specifically because I wilt in the heat, and I'm at 77,220 feet, so it's a little cooler up here. I like that.
All right, guys. Well, hey, let me show you what I got and came home with, and then we'll move on here in a minute. Okay, so to finish my 7-band antenna matcher, I needed some more capacitors, low value, and look, I picked me up some more variables. Hopefully this will finish the project up. So I got some of those. Let's see. Well, first let me talk about the prizes I won. Let's see. I won I won $20 gift certificate from my strand. They make the rope and stuff, and I went over there, but I didn't really read very well the certificate, and I had to spend $30 to use my $20. So I don't know. I may give that away on the show if somebody wants to spend $30 and get 20 back. So I won that. I got 2 tickets to Orlando. I won the no, yeah. And I traded those with Glenn. I got his Orlando tickets. Oh, wait a minute. No, I gave him my Orlando tickets, and I got his Dayton tickets. That's what we did. I won repeater directory and subscription to it, which I really don't use. Might have to give that away on a show. Hey, I won $25 there at this shirt and hat place. I went over and looked. Everything was $75, so they were wanting 50 more bucks. But they did have some hats there for $25, so I ordered me another hat that I can put with my other 25 hats I've got. The only thing of real value, I came out with a DX Engineering $100 coupon this year. I think I got that last year also. And it has some value, you know. So I think last year I bought a hard edition of the new ARL handbook. It was right at $100, so I used a $100 gift certificate. So anyway, I'll be giving some of those away on the show. Speaking of giveaways, I did talk to Robbie again here at Gigaparts. It's been my fault. I talked to him a year ago, and we were ready to start giving away the Explorer handy talkies here on the show. It's just I've been too lazy to get Handbot running and start giving away. But we're gonna probably start giving away the handy talkies here on the show once or twice a month here. Let's see. Okay. So hey,
And those are nice handy talkies.
Yeah.
We ended up getting one.
yeah. So hey, look, man, for $2, I was a big spender this year. For $2, I bought me a little power cable here. See that? Advantage plugs a plug in one of my lab supplies. Look at that, man. So red and black, I know which one's positive, negative. I got that.
I could use something like that.
I bought the little flashlight right here that also has a zapper in the end of it. That's pretty cool right there. Oh, I'm not sure if I can make this work or not, but I sure want to do my Batman thing. I'm gonna try to make this a Batman projector and see if I can't get this sucker to.
So how many D cells does that take?
Well,
Tom?
it doesn't. It takes a big one of those 7 amp hour 12-volt batteries. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, 7 amp hour 12
That'll
volt.
make it heavy.
Motorcycle bat, yeah.
It's pretty heavy. But I've already been talking to some people, and I'm going to replace the bulb with an LED bulb. They make a lot brighter bulb, and I'm going to get an LED bulb to go in there. So,
Tom, that's the same kind of bulb that they use and reflector they use on lighthouses. You could create your own lighthouse there above your house.
yeah. I'm going to take this thing from 15 million candle power. I don't think I hold it up or not. I'm going to take it from 15 million candle power. I'm going to try to get it to about 25 million candle power. So anyway.
They'll see that on the moon.
I bought, yeah. Well, somebody mentioned I might could try moon bounce with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did that.
You might want
I
to
did
get
that.
a lithium battery for it so it's not so super heavy.
Yeah. So, hey, I've got, look behind me. I have test equipment. I've got test equipment in the attic, but I can't resist test equipment. And I saw this cool Syncor meter right here. And the guy wanted $20 for it. $20 for it. It's a nice meter. He said it didn't work. So I said, well, okay.
Who makes that?
It's Syncor.
I was going to say that looked like a Syncor, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Syncor meter.
Oh.
It's a pretty cool meter. I don't need it, but I wanted to get it. So he had $20 on it, and I bought it for $5. Okay. Well, I said, does it work? He says, no. Well, I looked on the back. There's a fuse on the back. The fuse is blown. So that fixed it, and it's working now. So I will calibrate it. I downloaded the manuals and all the instructions for it, to align it and everything. And also I've got I picked this up. I don't know, the guy wanted a little bit of money for this. I didn't need it, but I got it. This is an ICOM, it was a kit.
I've got one of those.
This is an RMS meter.
I had
And-
one of those
and,
when I was a teenager.
Yeah, It's a peak-to-peak meter. It's a VTVM ICO. It was a kit. I looked inside. The guy did a pretty good job. Now, it needs a lot of work. I've done a little bit to it already. All the pots were so dirty, you could turn them and the needles jumping just everywhere. And, you know, it needs... And I could just touch the front and the needle would jump everywhere. And I just tightened the meter down to the case and it cleared that up. But anyway, I'm going to have to do a little work on it. This was free, by the way. Didn't cost anything at all. And I've downloaded the manual for it, so I should be able to do something with that. So that's kind of the things I came back with. I probably spent, I don't know, the flashlight was my biggest. I probably spent $35. That's high for me. I usually don't spend anything when I go, especially when I do webcasts from there. I usually don't spend anything because I don't get a chance to look around. But now I spent money, so, but that's good. All right, I don't think I got anything else. Glenn, I did see a KWM2 there. It looked really clean for $300. I think it was a KWM2A.
Several people had stacks of very clean-looking Collins gear there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I think the most expensive thing I bought was a $30 Arden node to play with, and that was a MikroTik router, and that was pretty much the most I spent.
Yeah, John AC8XU asked me why there are no B-cell batteries. I don't know. I think this meter, the Syncor meter, has a place for a B-cell meter, a B-cell battery, and it's a 9.6 volt B-cell. I don't think they make them anymore. I looked all over the internet. I can't find it.
They don't make those. Yeah.
You know, go ahead, Glenn.
It was one of those batteries from back in the day, but
yeah,
nothing uses them anymore.
Well, back in the early 60s, I built this little shortwave radio. It was a kit, and it had a B battery, 22 volt. I think it was a B battery, 22 volt, and I guess that was for the B plus, and it had a 1 volt, 1 volt tube in it. What do you got there, Bill? What do you got, Bill?
It's a really cool preamp. I ordered it from Great Britain before the tariffs kicked in.
Okay.
This one's for 403 megahertz. It's very tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Draws very little current. It's got a SAW filter built in. They make one for 434 megahertz. It's UPU Tronics. It's M0 UPU. Anthony Stirk, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I've known him for years. He's got a nice company, and before they implemented those big tariffs on the EU and Great Britain, I decided I better order stuff from overseas as much as I could. But it's actually about the size, it's not even as big as a credit card, and it can be powered through a bias T connection, or there's a really cool option. It's got a C USB-C connection for power, so it can run on 5 volts for the USB-C. But if you're like RTL dongle, this is what I use. You can set this up to put that right in front of it, and then you've got yourself a real nice sensitive setup.
Looks good. Looks good there. All right. Well, look. Hey, we're going to move on here. Hey,
they're pretty reasonable. They're like $50 or so, some dollars.
Oh, what? Okay. Well, that's for 403. What are you looking for?
Oh, well, they make one for 434 megahertz for the ham band as well, and I believe he's probably got some for the 2 meter band as well.
Okay.
And 6 meters.
All right, to answer the question,
2 meters.
Answer the question in the chat room. The B batteries you can't find them anymore. The B battery for the Syncor meter down here with a 9.6 volt B battery. Now, I ordered me a 9.6 volt rechargeable NiCad battery, 9.6 volts. So, I'm just going to substitute and go with NiCads in there instead of the B battery. So, we'll see how that goes. I didn't think the B battery charged. I thought they were just primary cells, but in reading the manual here, I think this will charge the 9.6 volt battery. So anyway, you don't have to have that unless you want to work it without AC. It does have AC 110 power on it. Okay, let's take just a quick break here. We'll be right back, and we will then we're going to do a walk around, and we'll get to talk. We're going to talk about what we see there. So we'll be right back. ICOM's IC7760 is a pinnacle of base station excellence for amateur radio enthusiasts. Designed to deliver unmatched performance, the IC7760 features state-of-the-art technology, exceptional RF clarity, and an intuitive interface, all housed in a sleek and durable design. This base station features a separate remote control head and RF deck, providing enhanced flexibility for installation. Place the RF deck closer to the antenna feed point, freeing up space on your desk. You can also connect a control head to the RF deck through your home network, enabling remote operation from anywhere in your home without needing a PC. Pair the IC7760 with a powerful IC-PW2 linear amplifier and take your contesting experience to the next level with ICOM's industry-first linear amplifier. Together, they redefine what's possible in amateur radio. For more information about ICOM's amateur radios, please visit icomamerica.com/amateur. All right, well, you're listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable, a show about ham radio. Join us on Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. on W5KUB. All right, hey, let's get our medical section, section in here just real quick. We're going to have a 2-minute medical section tonight. Just want to notify everybody that I don't know if we'll have a show in 2 weeks or not. Maybe if Brett wants to try to have one, he can. But I'm not going to be able to, because Tuesday in 2 weeks I'm going to have throat surgery, neck surgery, where they go in there and dig around and move the larynx and the voice box and all that stuff, and and then they're gonna go back there and they're gonna fix a disc. I've got a problem with a disc. I've had this problem for about 30 years. I've had pain day and night for 30 years, and I just decided to have something done about it. So they'll go in there and they'll cut a little spur off where it's hitting the spine or the nerves, and they'll also put a little piece of titanium in here. They'll jack that thing apart and put a little piece of titanium in here, and I'll be good to go. Except I understand that for the first 4 or 5 days I might not be able to drink or eat or breathe. So that's the only thing I'm a little worried about. But I don't know, a lot of people go through this, so I'm going to go through it, but I will not be on in 2 weeks on Tuesday night, and I'll be talking to Brett about that. All right. Anybody in the chat room had that
I
done?
have the same problem. I have the same problem, Tom.
Yeah.
I've had that for 40 years now, pain like that.
Well,
I just live with it. But
I've been living with it. I have very little, I'm very limited on turning my neck. I can turn it maybe about 15 degrees there. I can go that way about 15 degrees maybe. Very limited to head movement, But, and that makes it difficult for trying to back your car or truck up if you can't really, look back and see if anything's coming, and,
thank goodness for backup cameras.
Yeah, but, down here we got some roads that come in kind of at an angle, and the backup camera don't show what's coming, and the mirror don't show what's coming, so I got to turn it around, all the way around, like this, and try to see. And then, get out on the road and hope nobody hits me. So I'm going to try to avoid that. So there we go.
Yep.
Well,
on today's
Tom,
cars,
for an
all
extra-
you get is a beep, 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 letting
What?
you know someone's coming.
Yeah.
Doesn't say where.
Well, yeah, but usually that only works about 5 to 7 feet away, doesn't it? I mean, Kathy's car's got all those beeps and stuff. Somebody's
Yeah.
close on those
About that-
right side, left side, but if somebody is 7 foot from me and I pull out in front of them, I don't think that's going to help me a whole lot.
But you know, Tom, for an extra $50 or so, you can talk them in. Something since they're already basically taking your neck off, you can talk them into giving you a head transplant onto a younger body.
Well, look, I did talk to my doctor after I talked to him yesterday, and I mean, this is a lot of stuff going on. What they have to do, they got to move your larynx, all that, and it stretches your voice cords, and you don't talk good for
Yeah.
a week or so, and hopefully it comes
No, that's
back.
what I was saying.
So anyway, what I
Yeah.
told him, I said, you know, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way, a simpler way to do this. Syringe, needle, you can stick in there. Somehow it kind of jacks the disc up, you know, apart, and you just squirt some rubber in there. You squirt some warm rubber in there, and it expands, and like it's quick drying rubber, and it dries in like 5 minutes. And it
I got that
over.
foam spray, Tom.
Yeah.
We can fix you up. We'll find a way to sedate you, and we can put that foam in there and separate those discs, and you'll be all set.
Yeah, don't give me too
There
much
you
of that
go.
foam. That stuff really expands, you know. So I really think that could be done. I also need to talk to him in my pre-op thing. I'd like to be about 2 inches taller. Maybe he can put a little bit larger
Yeah.
thing in there, you know, that will actually make me just a little taller. So
Can they stretch your neck like a giraffe?
they might could. That's what I'm wondering here. Okay, all right. The medical section now is closed on the show here, and we're going to go and look at the walk around for the Huntsville Hamfest. And hey guys, be sure to jump in if you see something you like or you want to talk about. We can stop the video. We can talk about it. We're going to see a lot of things. So here we go. Right here. Hey guys, we'll make sure we're recording. Here we are. We're at Huntsville Hamfest, Huntsville, Alabama, 2024. Boy, what a turnout! I mean, this place is packed. We're going to try to get you a video here. We'll maybe do a walk around, let you see some of the stuff. Ed and I walked around a few minutes ago, and we went up and down every single aisle, and it took about 4 hours to cover every single booth. And we are tired. Our feet are hurting, our legs are hurting. There's a lot of people here. This is a pretty significant Hamfest. It's a great Hamfest. Air conditioned, we're inside, no rain. Raining outside, but no rain here inside for sure. We're cool, comfortable. We just had you're okay. We just had a lunch, and we're ready to go again. So here we go with a walk around. All right, let's go sweep here, see if you can see. We're on the very end, in the corner of the Hamfest here. We're going to try to do this systematically and go down each row. It's a lot to see, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time at each booth, but if I see something interesting, we'll probably stop. Interesting means it's probably something that I wanted to see. Guys, you might have noticed we got carpet, brand new carpet there, and he took those chandelier lights out and he put in LED lights in the ceiling. And during the video, we'll probably discuss, some of the things that we see here.
You also said 2024.
Did I? It was so noisy in there. I don't know what I said, man. Plus, I already did a 4-hour walk around it. We're gonna zoom in on some stuff here in a minute. There's an old Knight space spanner. That was a little receiver you could build back in the early '60s. Space spanner kit that you could put together. That was back in my days in the early 1960s. It was a neat little shortwave receiver. We're going to take the picture to landscape here in just a minute. This guy usually makes most of the Hamfest locally here. He always has a lot of Tektronix scopes. Pretty good prices on them.
That's the guy that makes
And guys, I completely got off track and forgot about Bill's video. So Bill, I don't know if you're able to hang around, but we'll do it right after this. That was some nice Viroplex keys there.
Yeah. I made CW contact during the show.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yep. The POTA people wanted us to contact them.
All right, the picture looks a little better landscape. You can see the new lights there. The chandelier lights are gone. The ceiling is very high there. If you look above, those are catwalks. You could actually walk around up there. Very wide. They're about 3 foot wide catwalks. And we used to go up there and put a Wi-Fi point up there, access point for our webcast.
Resistance is not useless.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here, I'm circling all the used equipment first, and then we'll hit the new section.
Wired communications and tower electronics both had all sorts of little doodads.
Oh yeah.
Needed.
I love those things there, man. They're colorful and yeah, they're neat looking.
And they're inexpensive enough that you can put a voltmeter and an ammeter on everything.
Yep. There's an Atwater Kent there.
Yeah, an Atwater Kent breadboard receiver.
That Atwater Kent, I think he wanted something like, I forget how many thousand. Do you see a price there? I can't really read it. There it is.
It was like 1,400.
There it
yeah,
is.
1,400.
There it is. This guy had a lot of stuff from LEDs, LED light bars, everything.
I couldn't take cables back in my suitcase.
You couldn't.
No, I go over the weight limit.
Oh, okay. I think they did have a shipper there, like FedEx or someone, a few years back, where you could actually drop stuff off and ship it. I haven't seen that in the last few years.
I took an empty suitcase. I didn't quite fill it, but almost.
Don't know what that was. This looks like Harbor Freight to me.
Never have too many tools.
Tubes. Boy, I wish I'd kept those tubes. I moved years ago and I threw away probably 1,000 tubes in boxes like that. Put them on the street for the garbage man to pick up.
I sold most of my old tubes to Fair Radio Cells for 50 cents a piece, and they were back in the 30s and 40s.
And
Now
this
they're probably
this
20, 30
ICO,
bucks a piece, you know.
yeah, this ICO VTVM I have here, it's got a 12AU7 and a 6AL5 in it. I don't know if they're good or bad. Glenn's gonna have to bring his tube checker over here. Hey, if anybody
I
out
used to
there
have a pile of it.
in the chat room, if anybody out in the chat room has got a 12AU7 and a 6AL5, send it to me.
I used to have a dozen of those laying around.
Yeah.
You got them killed me too, don't you?
But no longer.
Well, I think if you were looking for something, you could probably find it there. It's just I didn't need anything specifically.
Yeah, I'd love to have that Atwater tent, but I also like $1,400 in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. The Gonzit. Isn't that a Gonzit or yeah?
Yeah, it's a concert. Ah, there's a helicopter.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ever-present S38.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people used that for the receiver when they were a novice.
There's always at least one of those at a Hamfest.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's right there, that box right there, that brown box. That's a record player from some church. You should have bought that, Bill.
Yeah.
Action figures.
Audio mixers.
sound studio.
Yeah, he had several really nice looking mixers there.
Yeah. He was asking a bit much for them, but they were pretty. Statuettes.
Where are you coming? Where are you?
A lot of power pole. She's built up some batteries there out of the individual ones and selling them. Let's check the prize, see if anybody's won any prizes. They started doing this a couple years ago. It works out pretty good.
Yeah, the ARRL app was used here at Huntsville, and they were very quick at getting the prizes posted.
Hey,
Yep. There's Joe. There's Tom.
two prizes.
I may have beat Joe this year. I think he may have only had 2. Worst case, he had 3, and I had
Pretty
5
sure
this
he
year.
only
Yeah,
had 2.
yeah. There's an ICOM kit, TV sweep generator. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty.
I saw
That
that.
is,
That is an SDR radio, which is supposedly entirely open source.
That's correct. Dr. Jack Purdom was one of the 2 authors there. He wrote the microcontroller book for ARRL as well.
And some of the boards in there are pre-made boards you can buy on eBay, like the antenna tuner board.
That little
Right.
transmitter behind there is a Helicopter's transmitter behind this unit here. That matched the receiver I had when I was a novice. I had the
Oh, yeah.
SX140. That was the HT40 or something transmitter. I don't remember that. What it was exactly, but
My first radio was an SX101A. Great.
everything on the table. Look, 12 to 5, $1. Sunday, 25 cents
That
each.
little soldering iron, $5 one. That's a nice little outfit. I used to have one of those.
Yeah.
It's electric, portable there.
It's a cage
That's a little
dipole. It's a cage dipole.
bit pricey for that.
Yeah.
It looks like
It's got a lot of wire in it, though. There you go, 3CX 1200s, 500 each. Not bad. You know, my amplifier here has 2 3CX 800As. Those things sell for about $800 to $900 a piece. But they're real rugged tubes. If you just keep the grid current
that's a
under
nice
control.
receiver
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's 75A4. We had that in the Ohio State Radio Club, and it was a great receiver.
There was a Collins phone patch. Nobody needs a phone patch anymore. I started to buy that resistor. Is that the resistor? Yeah, I started to buy the resistor decade box. I'm always experimenting with stuff. That'd be cool to have. I think he wanted $15. I'm a tight wad. I didn't want to spend that. More tubes.
And radios to put them in.
Yeah, nice clean radio there.
Is that a little cat's eye in the middle there? Tuning cat's eye?
Yeah, yeah.
These antennas were interesting. They had one driving element, and then you could put in a few passive elements, which were for different bands.
Oh, that was the Sencor you bought there, Tom.
Yeah, yeah. Those are cool. You can soundproof your room with those.
Yeah.
You can put parts in them. Or you can put a hamburger and a Coke in them.
That guy had a pile of sewing machines.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of radio?
And he's got a four-barrel carburetor there. I started getting me one.
No,
Yeah.
it's just a
But
Hamfest.
I think my truck's fuel injected, so that probably wouldn't work too good. Oh, see that thing right there? Look at there. You know what that is? You know what that is right there, anybody?
No.
Hard to tell. Let's take a look. Looks like a still, maybe.
That is a milk bladder from a nursery. It did have 2 electrodes in it. Maybe I could figure out a way to make hydrogen with it. I don't know. Good looking helicopters. Man, there are a lot of tuning caps there, and some people were asking top dollar for them, man. I'm talking
Yeah.
$20 a piece, $30, $50.
If only I'd have kept my big box of tuning capacitors, I'd be a man now.
Yeah.
Filters.
They're going for big bucks, even on eBay.
A lot of Drake stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's the most Drake stuff I've seen in one spot in a long time.
Well, I thought that said $3. I should have got it, man.
No, set of 3. Then there's some nice Collins
There's a
stuff.
Collins,
right there.
yeah. 600 is about the going price for most of that stuff. There's a 350 for a 32S1.
32S1, yeah.
Ooh, well, 900 for that 75.
Woo. But you know, even after all those years, these Collins still look sweet.
Oh yeah. That's what we had back in the beginning of the 70s, yeah, when I was in the Air Force. I loved that radio. Look at here. Look how big that sucker is. I always buy roller inductors. I didn't buy one this time because I've got several here I bought and hadn't done anything with them.
A lot of PCs for sale too.
Yeah,
Laptops.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Next year, Glenn, I'll buy you one if you don't want to do it. We got to do something to help you out here. Mm-hmm. Tubes.
Stop having me buy air conditioners and I'd buy me my own.
Oh, okay.
So you have the best of both worlds there, Glenn. You've got a sauna bath outside, and now you got one.
Yeah.
My air conditioning went out the other day, and there's a CubeSat.
Mm-hmm.
I've got several of those I did as a workshop. It's pretty cool. It does all the modes that satellites, most of the satellite do, and it simulates.
M sticks.
Wonder how much they owed for that CubeSat sim.
I don't know.
I don't know. I miss seeing that. James is saying it was $300 for the CubeSat.
No, it's about cost about $1 a part. Little one.
That was free on Sunday.
What, that thing there? What is that?
Yeah.
What was it?
Not sure. I think it was a signal generator, but he had
Yeah, I
for
think it
free
might have
on
been.
Sunday.
Yeah, I looked at some of those. They had several signal generators, but they went up to like 20 gigs or something.
Yeah, that was 2.4 gig, I think.
Yeah, I thought, well, I would never use it.
I
Yeah,
would
that's
never
pretty
use it. That's why I left it.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of good free stuff there.
Yeah.
Big surge suppressor.
This is nice because I didn't have a chance to visit the entire flea market.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad price for a kilowatt.
Problem is, now that I see things I want,
You can't get
I
them.
don't know. Oh, there's an alpha.
Mm-hmm. I love my Alpha amp.
$8. $8 and $12.
That's kind of steep.
Yeah,
Let's say 1800. What is it?
I hope it meant.
Yeah, but it's got a 5 kilovolt
Kilowatt.
meter.
Yeah, that looks like one of my very first transmitters.
That's a 19. I think it's 1936. 1933.
Wow.
He's gonna tell us about it.
I'm Dave Cisco, W4AXL,
From the air straight.
and I have put together this 1933 ham radio station with the National SW3 receiver, and this is the 1933 ARRL handbook, and this transmitter is the one that's right here that we've rebuilt from 33. So this is a tune plate tune grid oscillator with a 45 tube. Runs about 10 watts out. And the receiver is a regenerative receiver and was very popular in the 1930s. And I've got some 1930s QSL cards here of various stations that worked each other in the 1930s.
G5RV.
Some of them kind of interesting.
Wow.
So I think, and this is the power supply for the transmitter with an 80 rectifier.
All right.
That's pretty much the what it would take to get on the air. And if you had a Class B license, which required 10 words a minute to transmit and receive and code, it was real popular back
All right.
then.
Well, hey, thanks for Dave. Thanks for showing us that. Okay.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Kind of cool to see the G5R. Hey, that was my very first radio.
Wow.
Wow.
That helicopter's there.
Uh huh.
Yep, there was a QSL card from an actual QSL card from G5RV. That's a collector's item.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. I think that was an SX-28, that helicopter.
Look at these prices on these.
Yeah, they get a little proud on some of them.
It's like a kilowatt dummy load there. Nice thing about Huntsville is whatever radio you have, before you buy it, you can take it to the test shooter and they will test it and see if it operates.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another Tom Medlin.
Where? I didn't see that. Am I on there? No, I saw Joe on there.
Yeah. I mean, the prize he won.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, this stuff just keeps going and going, man. You talk about getting tired.
Yeah.
And I tried to move, this is the second time through, I tried to move a little faster. So, I mean, the first time we walked through, it was over 3 hours to see everything.
Yeah. Really is.
Mostly.
Yeah.
I remember those. Never had any experience with them.
You could everything in this flea market and start your own hammer history museum.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
dummy load watt meter, so you can measure how much power you're wasting.
Yeah.
There you go. A CB oscillator for parts. Look at, looks like it had a pretty good sized tube in it.
Yeah.
I should have bought those lights. Yeah, no, I think
I was
that's
gonna say, there
microwave.
you go.
Those are microwave dishes.
They even had a Heathkit Hero robot there.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's a relic.
Hero. I used to have an Apple One and sold them all. If only I had the foresight to hang on to them.
Yeah.
Did you have a 6800 or a 6502 in it?
The Apple One?
Yeah, it could take either chip.
Pretty
I
sure
remember.
around that
Oh,
early part it was the 6502.
5.2, I think. 6502.
Yeah, the two processors were pin compatible, and you could put them both in an app. Yeah, you could put either one of them in an Apple One.
Huh.
Now the Radio Shack color computer.
I think
That
that was the
upgraded.
Hero up on the far left.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Oh, there it is, a music box that played played CQ for him.
Yeah, that was kind of cute.
Wow. See that.
He hand filed those notches to make it play.
Wow.
That's it. All keep carved out there mechanically, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing. He even engraved it. Wow.
Here's the spring, and you wind it up, and
Yep.
you let it go. That's kind of cool.
He built that in 1922, Marshall Enzer. That's from the
Wow.
Enzer
Yeah.
Park and Museum.
Yeah. Now, did he use it for training or something? Is there?
Well, the top disc, so this was made for training. There's 5 platters on here. And
Uh-huh.
if you flip these cams out, this will actually auto-index down. It was for, he learned
Yeah.
CW. He made that top plate out of a brass printing plate to send CQ automatically on his station.
It sounded good. He had the spaces just, to me, they were just perfect.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he filed that all out by hand.
Yeah.
And then it was
Wow.
connected to this radio right here that's pictured that he built that radio by hand. So
Yeah.
Marshall Enzer taught radio licensing over the radio on 160 meters on AM,
Yeah.
just above the broadcast band. So back in those days, you could take your broadcast radio and tune it up enough to pick him up. And he taught thousands of hams in the
Yeah.
1920s and 30s, got their license listening to him.
All right. Okay. And what do we got here?
So this unit and a lot of radio gear and a lot of other stuff that Marshall built is normally on display at the Enzer Park and Museum in Olathe, Kansas, just outside of Kansas City.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's your grid dip oscillator.
Nice grid dip meter. That was a real nice one.
Now I've got a key just like that one. That was a little beat up, but
Couple of bugs.
I paid. I think that I had the Chrome Deluxe like that. There you go.
There you go.
There's your robot.
AL80B, I have an amp like that. There's some belts. I've got a leather belt like that. There's some guys from Memphis right there.
Well, all I can say is that there's some old relics to be found, and old relic found.
Yeah, that's Keith.
Mm-hmm. Say hello and you'll see yourself on a show Tuesday night.
Hey, you're missing it if you're not here.
You're right. This guy has meters like,
That guy-
I don't know, man. Meters out the gazoo, man.
Yeah,
I like his switch right
mountain
here.
after mountain.
That's a cool switch. Remote switch. Wanted 500 for it. Although I saw a electric remote switch for about 100 something somewhere else. It would do the same thing that did.
Yeah, there were several good remote switches
Yeah.
there.
This guy's got inductors underneath there. A lot of meters. This is not a small hamfest. There's a lot packed in here. Meters.
Tom, I sent you a link to download that video on Gmail.
All right, I'll see if I can get it.
Yeah. 500 watts on 2 meters.
Yeah, a lot of servers too.
Bamboo. printer.
All right, Bill, I've got it. I think I can play it. I don't know. I'm hoping to win about 6 more.
K5 LAC out of Harrisburg one ahead of you.
Oh, is he?
He got 3.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping for more.
I hear you. I hear you.
I've got one of those in the attic. I need to get rid of it.
National in need of a little loving refurbishing.
Mm-hmm.
More Ameritron amps.
AL80B.
What tubes did that one take?
That's got a 572? 572? Maybe no, it's got a what's the dash 500? The Z what is it? What's the dash 500?
3-500.
It's got a 3-500 in it. I was trying to think. That's what mine's got in it. They make one with two 3-500s in it. Yeah, 572. That's like an 811. That's not a very great tube. Man, if I had a lot of room here, I'd buy a bunch of those vintage radios. Now, there we go right there. This guy's got some video cards like I bought to put in the thing here, the GE Force. He had some GE Force cards there. Of course, I don't know if they're any good or not.
Did they have the memory in them?
I don't know.
Well, he may have been.
that thing is so big and spread out, you don't realize there's that many people in there.
Yeah. I mean, after this, we still got another third of the used stuff, and after that, we've got about the same size for the new vendors.
Well, it's already 9:30. You might want to save that for next week.
Well, you know, we may just end it here and go ahead and look at Bill's video. Let me see if there's anything. Let me fast forward here a little bit. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit, because we're seeing the same old stuff.
Excellent. Glad to be able to go. There's 3 shows.
ICOM didn't have anything new, but they hinted that they will in Japan in a couple of weeks.
All right, hey guys, look who I ran into here. Hey Ray, how you doing, man?
Doing all right.
Well, what's going on, man? You got anything to tell us that's exciting?
Yeah, well, we're showing pretty much a little bit of everything of our products here. Everybody is always asking, what do you have new? We've got nothing new at this show. There's 3 shows that we introduce new product at. It's either Dayton, Friedrichshafen, or the Tokyo Ham Fair. And I leave on Wednesday to go to Tokyo.
Oh, wow.
So there might be some excitement there.
Well, that's pretty cool. Now I understand you're still living down in Mississippi. Why don't you move up to Tennessee where I am? Why don't you do that, man?
Because that's not where the granddaughters are.
Oh well, but you'll be close.
No, we want to be there that when they get off the school bus, they can come see us.
Okay, I got you. Well, anyway, hey, you're still close. You're in the
Yes,
south
sir.
near us, and good to see you here at Huntsville. We enjoy seeing you each year, and your job's kind of changed over the last few years, hasn't it? I mean,
I changed 4 years ago. I
Yeah.
picked up the Marine and Aviation divisions.
yeah.
So I do that as well as the image products.
Well, that's cool, man. Well, look, man, hey, we appreciate ICOM support for our show. You guys help us keep the thing going. Actually.
Excellent.
So
Glad to be
really
a part of
man.
it.
All right. I know you got a new guy there. I've been dealing with him a little bit, and you know, he took his place.
You're talking about Mark?
Yeah, I think Mark is the new guy, and
Yeah.
I've talked to him on the phone. So great. Thanks so much for helping us, man.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Glad to be a part of it.
Let me get me another cross meter SWR bridge. That's here. Traps here. Rocket machine watt transceiver. That's the way it comes. So it might turn out to be a pretty good system. We're going to look at the robotics in just a minute. Let's see what we got Saturday, 4 o'clock. Oh man, I just missed it. I'll come back and check the screen out in just a minute. Well, we got our robotics going here. The kids build these and learn how to program them and drive them around.
Did reuse the same resistor, and it did work for many.
If I won another prize, that would be 3 today. Looks like I won another prize. Morning climate, perfect inside, great facility. Really enjoyed it. All right, well, hope I didn't bore you too much there. We're back, and I knew it was going to be a long show tonight, but that's okay. Not a problem at all. Bill, I got your video here, and we can run it now. Bill, you want to give us a lead up to what we're going to see here and what you did there?
Okay. What we did was to launch a balloon in front of the Embassy Suites at the end of the BalloonSat forum, and so we had a pretty good crowd. It was a little Pico balloon on 2-meter APRS, and weighs about 13 grams. And we were using one of those spherical Party Woo balloons, the silver Mylar that's got 4 gores and it's spherical. And had a beautiful launch. As you can see, I found 2 young girls that just had their ham license, and we had them launch the balloon right there in front of the Embassy Suites parking lot, and managed to miss all the buildings and the power lines and hit a downdraft. Though it almost came back down, and then it went across a nice parking lot with black asphalt and caught a nice updraft. Up it went. So we went up to about 39,000 feet, floated perfectly all day, and then it hit a thunderstorm over Georgia and got knocked out of the sky. So
Wow.
that's one of the drawbacks to flying this time of year.
Yeah.
So after the video, I'll show you things that we're doing to modify radio songs to use them for amateur radio purposes.
Okay, let's see if I can play this.
Should have audio to it.
Well, I don't know. We don't have it for some reason.
Is this
So
happening
it went
at the
straight
Marriott
up.
Hotel?
And we
Is that
missed
it?
the hotel.
Is that it?
Now,
Is that, oh,
last year we ended up bouncing off the roof of the hotel.
did
But
the
it's
video
survived.
did the video end like that, or?
Yeah,
Like
that
it-
was the end.
Oh,
of
that was
the
the end of it. Okay, okay. All right. Well, hey, it looked like it was well. Let's look at it again. It was kind of short, but let's look at it again.
Surprised there's no audio coming through.
Yeah.
So one girl's holding the 2-meter transmitter with the solar panels, and there it goes. Actually, it almost hit me. And straight up.
And where is it now?
Couldn't ask for better conditions.
All right. Let's do this again.
Couldn't ask for better conditions. Very little wind. One year there was a lot of wind and almost hit the trees. But this straight, and the girls were excited. We had actually quite a few of the youth people that were at that youth event. They came out to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And Glenn, I noticed you had a packed room full of attendees to your Arduino forum. And,
Yeah, it was
I
a
had
full house.
And you were right next door. I was giving the balloon sat forum, and I had a packed room too. Now, I wanted to show you a little bit. I know we don't have a lot of time left, but I want to show you what kind of things I've been working on. Turns out there are free amateur radio payloads falling from the sky. And here's an example of one of them. And they launch these 4 times a day from about 30 miles from here. This is a Vizsla RS-41. and they're on 401 to 404 megahertz thereabouts. They send down data every second. It's got a temperature and humidity sensor at the end here, and a little 440 quarter wave antenna. But the cool thing about it, you can reprogram these fairly readily and move the frequency into the 70 centimeter ham band. And I'll give you an example here. That's packet radio. It does Morse code, and that's a new mode called Horus binary. It's 4 FSK tone. Now, the really cool thing is this is a $30 radio from Amazon called the Quan Shang. Let's see, I don't know if I get close enough to read it. There you go. Quan Shang. $30. It's a it does 70 centimeters, it does 2 meters and 220. But it's FM. If you flash the firmware, you can open it up to 6 meters and multi-mode. So what you heard there was 70 centimeter upper sideband. So it'll do AM, upper sideband, and FM, and wide FM, all in a $30 radio once you open it up with new firmware. And you program it through the microphone to program the channels. It just plugs into a USB port, and you don't even have to load anything onto your computer. You just go to this web serial app, and it will automatically program your new $30 radio and make it a really cool multi-mode radio. In fact, it'll do all kinds of frequencies at that point. Air bands and 6 meters, as well as 2 meters, 220, and 70 centimeter all mode. So I've been very pleased with its performance, and been real happy. Now, to that new binary mode I showed you, you can copy that clear down to the noise level and below. It's 10 times more effective signal to noise than APRS packets. They flew one of these SONs, they're 2.5 ounces. They run off 2 AA batteries. And they flew one of these from Indianapolis, 360 miles away from me. And I was able to hear it perfect every 5 seconds. So it does 5-second updates. And it runs 2 AA lithium batteries for or more. So that's what it's really pretty cool system. And they from the sky and out and get them. Free payloads, free ham radio transmitters. They make excellent fox hunt outfits too, if you want to do a little UHF fox hunt. To receive this while you're mobile trying to chase radio songs to get these, this is all you need. A Raspberry Pi, it's a Pi 4, and an RTL SDR, and of course a 70 centimeter whip or a little arrow antenna beam. I run this in the back of the car, and you can link in through your cell phone router with a IBM PC, and you can, they called this a headless Pi. You don't have the monitor or the keyboard on it. It just runs the program automatically. And then I can view the map and everything on my PC, linked in through a virtual VNC program that's free. So it's a really cool way of doing it, and allows you to chase these things down. In fact, I spent today out in a cornfield and in a woods grabbing 2 more of these that came down within about 30 miles of me. And talk about sauna bath, it was hot out there. But since I'm retired now, I have to be out standing in my field somewhere, so I stood in front of out in a cornfield today, and a soybean field.
Yeah, they got a
But
group
I
over
recovered.
here that does that.
Yeah, yes, indeed. I don't know. Let's see. How do I share a screen here, Tom? Is that the?
Well, down at the very bottom, do you see a share button?
There's a green
Right.
a green square.
Well, it
Now
depends
that
on.
the red
It
the red
depends.
square is screen sharing.
Well, now it says.
When you clicked on a link, you have an option to come in regular, or at the top it says advanced. I think you needed to
Oh.
click on the advanced to have screen sharing and other things.
Okay. Well, anyways, I was just going to show you a picture of the me out in the cornfield. I could go. Here, just a second there.
Yeah.
There I am
There
out
you
in the
go.
cornfield.
Cool.
All right.
It was about 20 feet out in the cornfield. The only way I found it was the string was draped over the tassels of the corn. I could see the string, and the payload was sitting right in the between 2 rows of corn. But they're out there. If you go to a website called tracker.sondhub.org, it shows you the radio sons that are flying. Typically, they're twice a day, and we're blessed to have one here that's 4 times a day. But there are a lot of hams that have one of these Raspberry Pi ground stations, and this is typically what they're going to be using: a outside whip antenna beam, Raspberry Pi, and an RTL SDR. Hook this up to your antenna, just let it sit there running in your ham shack, and it automatically, the program on this automatically puts the reception report right on tracker.sondhub.org. And from my mountaintop location here, if the radio son's within about 30 or 40 miles of me, I can get it almost down to the ground. So you can just go out and drive right up to it practically. But if you really want to know exactly where it is, you put one of these in your car, and then it'll tell you the live picture, the live data coming from the radio son will tell exactly where it is once you get close to it. And you can usually start picking them up about a mile away if it's sitting on the ground. So, and it's pretty inexpensive. Raspberry Pi, 30 or 40 bucks. These RTL SDRs, those are about $30 or $40. So it's a nice little receipt set. And this setup will work if you convert the radio son to APRS or Horus binary mode. Then you can use that for your chase vehicle when you're flying in a latex weather balloon. These are almost light enough to fly in a Pico balloon, and I'm thinking about flying one. Take the case off and replace the battery with solar cells. It weighs 2.8 ounces as it stands with 2 AA lithium batteries. So this comes within the range of flying on a Pico balloon. The drawback is, of course, it's on 70 centimeters and there are a lot of ground stations. It would be fun to do, and I'm thinking about doing it here in a little bit. I have about 10 of these stacked up now. I keep running out on the weekends and grabbing a few more. So there's something fun you can do. It incorporates direction finding and for how fun it was, Tom, when you all did your balloon chase. You can do it twice a day here, anywhere, actually, where there are these. Just go to tracker.sondhub.org, sondhe.org, and you'll see all the line.
All right, Bill. Well, thanks a lot for showing us that, and I think we're going to call it a night. We'll say.
Oh, we put one of these on a hot air balloon in Ohio with a WT call sign on it, and you can track the entire flight of the hot air balloon. We plotted it on a Google Earthman. It does 3 to 5 second updates, so we had a beautiful chart of the ups and downs of the hot air balloon when it flew.
Well, that's cool. All right, guys. Okay, we're going to say good night to everybody out there. Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you next Tuesday. Be sure to join us. Amateur Radio Roundtable at w5kub.com. Good night, 73, everybody. And we'll kick it off with this.
Soldered art, he brings that maker's heart. Them Brits on air, strong and clear, rocking Wyoming from ear to ear. He's wrangling signals like a ball.